both political parties. I'm talking about two major political parties,
the
NDC and the NPP. None of them have come up with a much compelling manifesto than the new force.
You don't know these streets like we do.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Streeters Watching. This be one editorial. Of course, this editorial is probably brought to you by mybet.africa, www.mybet.africa, proud sponsor of this editorial, and Aqua Blue Mineral Water. I'm sure. Supapa medical catchons you there when ma striker one supapa na kono wrong idea with you what you say
Aqua Blue Aqua Blue I'm winning that.
Oh yeah Aqua Blue Mineral Water.
That's what's up.
Yeah, no, that was on. Well, my name is DJ Slow and here with my man Striker.
We out here. How you feeling, big bro?
Charlie, we there inside the building, everything cool. Charlie, your side?
Everything nice. And then we ninja just hot.
What you better to my
say a draw, but they'll go.
FIFA don't shut down the mouth. What you say?
Well.
Anyway, you're them.
Yeah. I actually saw the new force, the leader of the new force, which is Nana Kwame Bediako. He did a manifesto launch. Yeah. And there's a couple of things that popped up that I see a lot of people talking about it. But now you're sharing Madrid match. But we need to share a little bit of the tidbits. What do you think about the manifesto before we actually dive into the conversation?
Well, some of the parts that I've seen so far makes a lot of sense. If you ask me,
yes,
both political parties, I'm talking about two major political parties,
the
NDC and the NPP. None of them have come up with a much compelling manifesto than the new force.
But regardless of his manifesto, does he stand a chance?
That is a different conversation. But going through some of them that he put out, he paid a lot more attention to details. He was on point with several of them, especially when we talked about, constructing railroads.
Okay.
Yeah.
He touched on that?
Yeah. Also, railways, better constructed, across board. Find it as a good means of transportation of, goods and other things, far more economically, sustainable, and also less costly than using the roads. Because Onu believe said there are other parts that we need to create as a group of people. Yeah, and kasa yin try kwan. What I say, roads be over bit link rail can link several places, and that can move the country around.
Yes.
And also he also established the fact that idea a bit more costly, billions of dollars if we engage a foreign company to produce. We have the capacity of tapping into those, the iron ore, which is found in abundance in the Eastern. We can mine it ourselves and then use it to make, the steel ourselves and then construct the roads. The real roads. So,
I think there's one statement he made.
Yeah.
He said, I will run the leanest government with only 12 ministers.
Yes.
Managing only 12 ministries.
Yes.
One president, 12 ministers. That will be the apostolic government. I will need to change Ghana.
See, these ideas are fantastic. Then again, he can make all this talk because he's new in the game. He doesn't have a lot of interest on the side. Because the more he gets people to support him, certain decisions like this will become hard for him to make.
Why'd you say that?
Okay, so I'm saying that because there are people in government right now that are certainly there because of their affiliation to a certain political party.
Okay.
What I say, it's not that that ministry is needed. You may be a soon
but they are more affiliation with.
Your affiliation. The thing is, say be a youth wing, you be a youth wing. Wow, the man for be a women's organizer, be a no war, you be so no born home day. Will be your financing, cool, baby. All these things come into play until you say party number power. I was so money. What I say?
Yeah.
So interesting. The more the interest becomes bigger, and the more you get supporters, sponsors, you need to honor them with some of these things.
Okay.
Because Obia it's politics. That's the reason. Everybody comes there with selfish idea.
And
being selfish is not bad in entirety. It's not bad.
Being selfish is not
being selfish. The whole world runs on being selfish.
Okay.
What I say? So in its entirety, it's
I can't break it down because I'm a little bit confused.
Okay. What makes everybody wants to work less and be paid more? What do you say?
Makes sense.
The owner of the business wants you to work more and be paid less.
Yes.
Sanity. That is how the whole world is.
Right,
Everybody looks out for Ononeho. That is why I mean when I say the whole world wants
on a selfishness.
So it's your power to bargain that is going to make sure that you lay in the balance or you are not in the balance.
Okay.
So Obi had the selfish interest but on board. It is Ono to make sure it happens. But then he can make, like I said, he can make all this proclamation because only a lot of support. Because imagine right now if Alan is to throw his support to Cheddar, right?
It'll be crazy, huh?
It's not even about it being crazy.
Yeah.
Alan will have a say in what the new force does because and then you know his contribution, you know how much he's worth politically.
Yes.
Into your case, okay, it's say 12 billion, 16. You'll be tempted, okay, 18. You'll be tempted to accept it because you know wait or they on board. Okay, Kennedy's one so about become moving from 18 to 30 because on also necrophobia or more kind of honor. I will say about Bemo Musunya
baby share, yeah.
What I say?
Yeah, but just say
Obi to say another Danko Akufo-Addo when he told us he's going to protect the public purse and all that. I mean he came in and at the end of the day Akufo-Addo ministry is 100 and say 100 and something. The guy told us that he's a man on a mission. He's in a hurry to repair the economy and get everything up and running. Years down the line, 8 years down the line.
I'll go with you.
Yes, what I say.
I'll go with you.
So interesting. Yes. So some of these things is too early for us to,
too judgmental.
To give him praises. No, too early in the game. I want to see Cheddar in power.
Would that ever happen?
So now the conversation of it being happening and as it happen and so on. Because me see you pay new force. Now then you pay third force in the country. All my manifesto near to our Real Madrid match. Because we felt that also now Ibenya or Hono is far better than whatever he's going to say. Truth be told.
Okay.
And it's entirely our fault because we've been let down so much that yes, Baso's election, we want to participate, we want to understand it, but then again, as I say, I had seen personally, I had seen manifesto. I did not even check the time. Man, check it time now. Not saying hear me, but he comes across. There are so many things that what Cheddar ran for political office that from the inception it was a nice word to use. Kakra.
Okay.
Okay, so and it's not that I don't have anything against Cheddar. In fact, I would, if I'm to vote, of course, of which I will vote, there is a likelihood I might vote for him. There's a big likelihood that I might vote for him.
Why?
But the case is the run for political power started off as heavily PR, invested at DAB. What I say the PR no. From time and girl cameras there was a lot of things. There was a lot of things too. Onwakasane brand, I think he should have started off like from a major political party, won his way through a parliamentary seat. What I say, go through the process and then hit this stage because Oba straight away, his entertainment side, that is the Cheddar. A lead the conversation,
more than
his alter ego, that is Freedom Jacob Caesar, and so lead the conversation. And sana on one kasa as Nana Bediako. So at any, and you check his Instagram, you check his following. I mean, he's led a flashy lifestyle
for years.
I mean, for crying out loud, he has a picture of multitude of girls surrounding him. Not saying that is too not saying to me, Kenya it's not a deciding factor for me.
Okay.
Me Amitia.
Yes.
But unfortunately, because of our political or voting system, me was our vote one. Same vote na me wono. Sebi obi onu so ti ba bi ati bongo so onu on hwe saade no obi be send picture mana ka che wa kwa na person to be when was ma gu ni nchen. He will form a decision based on that.
Yeah, but the thing is, you said something about say one far parliament who like one year the normal.
Yes.
Here are the people that did that, all of that, and so now I could say.
I said that would have been the surest way.
The main reason why I think the youth actually fuck with him more and they say why near the normal process now.
Exactly.
Oh,
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. But the American say call fast process, at least it washes
a little bit.
It washes that brand, off a little bit. Imagine with all the resources that he has at his disposal, or the winning one parliamentary seat to be, and then later on, after 4 years, decides to go independent. It washes down that perception of
chilling,
gangster,
bad
chilling,
boy type of vibe,
bad boy level. No, because Akwan wo jata mi let's be real. I mean, jata mi fear. I mean, and people will say, "Oh, vote young too much cheddar because scatter down here music bro." We've heard that storyline. We've heard that storyline from
over and over.
And any papa will scan here Ghana Fusika. We've heard that storyline. So now trust issues be brewum. What I say? That is why I'm saying that if he had come from that angle, maybe who is saying not say obe winning, but now obe standing a larger chance. Pass through the NPP, pass through the NDC, back what I say?
Yes.
G one seat be. Not a whole reference.
Say.
No,
start
okay,
to
take it or MP for do and MP for say no yeah community no.
Okay.
Based on that, the Ghana shelling that is where I'm coming from.
All right.
It also washes or tones down the other, faces that he has.
Yeah.
So I mean, it'll be our name.
I know. I get what you mean.
Everybody. Yeah. Because Canada, Japan.
It takes the seriousness out of him. Say, almost share that part anymore. But when he say, "What fast sitting with them," like okay,
exactly.
You can check his resume so now.
Even if he had gone independent for a parliamentary seat in power, me who is saying but straight away presidency, that is where the issue is.
Yes.
It's not that Ghana is not ready for a third force or a third party. Ghana is ready for a third party. However, who is bringing it? The third, that person needs to be extremely strong. The third combination that would have been a big thing would have been Kennedy and Alan. If Kennedy and Alan decided to have formed their own political party, it would have been different. Now, Kennedy and Alan, in this case, still currently wouldn't really make a change because Kennedy is the firebrand. So our firebrand were diluted by campaigning for Baumia. Were diluted because inconsistent. Some people that really were standing with Kennedy were looking out for honest and truthful people. And then he has watered it down by going on this tangent. On the but I'm just saying that for the third force, I believe the country is ready. However, a third force.
Yeah,
that is the conversation.
Maybe like people were very interested in the CPP candidate. That's Dr. Park Kwesi Ndomi.
Papa Kwesi Ndomi.
And he actually made Nana Bediako actually made another statement. So I want you to ask you what you think about it. He was like, I will turn the Senate into a national insurance fund. The contributions will be invested. Contributors get quadruple their monies anytime they need it. People will not need to wait until after 60 for their monies.
No, it's me say okay. The policies are
bana
far better
than
these two major political parties. Because I mean, in recent times, the least said about them, the better. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it drew they even take political lines. It's just crazy. I mean, for Snit, the least said the better.
The better.
The better. So, I mean, some of the things that he said about even industrialization, where he went like, he believes that the economy needs industries more because when there's industrialization, automatically the 24-hour economy can work.
Okay.
And I've said it several times that the 24-hour economy is a function or should be a function of industrialization.
Okay.
And whoever is behind Cheddar right now, the person is thinking. Or the group or
the team, they're putting in work.
They are putting in a lot of work.
That's what's up.
Just that I feel he still has that showbiz behind him because when they arrive at we are not tipper track move, what's his suit at a tipper track move, but maybe he wanted to push the industrialization level that there's time now we have to build because the tipper track will symbolize construction.
Right.
Maybe he wanted to do that, but then he came out of that tipper track wearing a full two-piece suit. Wabato so senior man level and walking be out there. I still see him more showbiz than but then
and my man for who is seriousness. Okay, personally, I think the problem I will have with him here, how he talks. I think the demeanor. He sounds like he's been programmed.
Okay,
I don't know if I'm using the right words. Like it sounds like. We are smart kakrebi and so you be a picky way observant kakrebi.
Yes, muhamo na amanfo edi muhamo muti sa obi a okeka sa asembia amanfo edi muhamo too much. I get where you are coming from. Recently when he was speaking Okaya and he was starting to you should treat more in the interviews and all he came across more solid than when he spoke English. And he needs to pay attention to it because it's communication and how people receive the message. Because you can communicate. Say nipa na antime asem no answer and decipher nya bi answer and can't where communication is not effective. What you say? So me kasa se na striker one tia say. I have not successfully communicated to you.
Yeah, I get it.
You get it?
I get it 100%.
So Uncle Phone is a big English, I'm trying and the main abundance of the subject communication wasn't done because and I think he needs to pay close attention to that. I'm sure maybe in subsequent days you'll be doing a lot of media rounds to get people to understand him from other perspective. I want to, tell him that this platform is available for him.
Of course.
He's one guy. I will not say but I think,
if you're supposed to give somebody a shot,
I think
it's worth.
Yes, if it would GDA so bad,
I get it. But
because country
okay, I'm trying to
that kind of thing. Because from NPP NDC, what I can tell you is that voting for either party is just it's like us taking our poison.
Strong man will
like poison, but quick so it's hard for us to just debate on which one we want. But we are going to die eventually. That is what I want you to know.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's our breakdown of the manifesto launch of the new force leader, Nana Kwame Bediako, aka Cheddar. The street is always watching, huh?
Definitely. So, Charlie, come into the comment section. Let us know what you think. Drop your input over there. Do you think we need a third force? Can the third force win? Keep it real in the comment section. Just know that the street is always what?
Watching. We out.
You don't know these streets like we do.
We show.